I think my energy level for the carnivore diet is 10 times better than I would have imagined. So for those that are following along, I am doing the carnivore diet. This is going over week 2. If you haven't checked out the first one, that was a little bit longer than what I'm going to do right today, because I don't have too much of updates except for a few, which I'm going to go over. First, the bathroom issues have slowed down. Like I said, if you didn't know, like I said before, they say you either get one or two things, either diarrhea or constipation. Let's just say I wasn't constipated, and a lot of the food was passing through, similar to the any other diet that I would go through. It's very similar. Now, here's where the real update begins, I should say. So, coming off of having a cheat day this week. Like I said, I'm not doing any type of diets if I can't have a cheat day, which we follow something called 6-in-1 at TR Fit. 6-in-1 is 6 days staying on a diet. 1 day, I do what I want to do. I'm going to drink what I want to drink. I'm not worried about no sugar. I'm not worried about how many carbs I'm counting. I'm not worried about that stuff. And I'm literally indulging in treating that like a payday, and I can enjoy the foods that I wouldn't typically eat through the week. So with that said, if I can't do that, I don't do it. It just is what it is. And I'm always going to probably be like this because I know it works. Now, how that 6 looks in between is what can vary, which is why I tried the carnivore diet. Now, with the carnivore diet, meat products, I can do dairy, I can do cheese, I can do eggs, and a few other things. Outside of that, I haven't really introduced myself to, except for a lot of animal product meats, lamb, salmon, chicken, fish, beef, a lot of beef. Now, those are what I have been eating consistently, and I've kind of been, just straight on consistent, more beef than just about anything. Chicken here and there when I need a different taste, lamb here and there when I need a different taste. But for the most part, I've been leaning more towards beef, either between ground beef or steaks. Thicker chuck steaks. I can get the particular, I can't think of the exact name off the top of my head, but that's typically what I would do. Now, with that said, my first review, I did not like the way my body was looking overall from that. It's starting to turn around. So, and I'll use another diet for example, in the past, I think that was just the effects of changing what I was eating so drastically that it just was an effect. Like I said, I wasn't losing strength, I wasn't losing endurance. Actually, my energy level felt 10 times better. Still to this day, that's another update. My energy level has stayed at a high, which is surprising. I usually get very tired for the workouts that we do. If I'm not eating the way I should be eating, I get tired pretty quickly, and not to the point that I can't finish the workout, but just a feeling that I really, really, really have to push. The difference is now it's more of a mental push, getting past that. Oh, I'm not as exhausted as I used to be. I'm not winded like I would usually be. I'm not tired as I would usually be. I'm not as drained as I would usually be, which is a major plus for this diet. I think my energy level for the carnivore diet is 10 times better than I would have imagined. And I'm guessing, I'm gonna take a wild guess, because my diet doesn't include any sugar. Like I said, I think I said it before on the past one. Every playoff season, in the playoffs, LeBron James stays completely away from sugar, cut sugar out. Now it makes sense. Like, obviously it's better for your joints, for your muscles, for your body, but for your energy level, cutting out sugar, I think is like, it must be the answer, because clearly, like, that's the one thing that I can think of that's truly like a major difference from what I've done in the past. I've done cut carbs before. Cutting carbs has destroyed my energy, and probably because I was still eating fruits, I was still doing certain vegetables that's high in sugar, and things that was high in sugar like fruits or maybe even drinks that I would have sugar in it with just not knowing about it because I'm not paying that much attention to it. back to how I look. I'm starting to feel like I'm filling out a little bit more. Maybe I'm leaning out to the point that and my muscles are maybe showing a little bit better in my eyes in the mirror. And that also could have contributed from my one day. Meaning, if you're familiar with carb cycling. So carb cycling is another form of dieting where you eat protein and vegetables X amount of days and you only do carbs 1 or 2 days out of the week. So how that will look would be, say Monday I do no carbs, Tuesday I'll add carbs, Wednesday no carbs, Thursday do carbs, Friday it depends. So kind of carb cycling, so on and off. It may look a little bit different. It may be less days with carbs, it may be more. But my point is, maybe that's the reason I feel like I'm more filled out, which is not a problem. It's not a negative because, like I said, if I can't do 6 and 1, I'm simply not doing it. Now, with how my lifestyle is, I'm okay with that. Like I'm okay with that reset. And the reset from that I'm mentioning is simply that day that I would eat carbs would technically be a form of carb cycling. Like I said, I can have at it because I'm not counting my calories as it is through the week, through the 6 days that I'm actually trying to stay consistent with the diet. And on the one day that I can eat whatever I want, I am pretty much filling myself back up, if that kind of makes sense, but at the same time, giving myself a reset so I'm not craving certain things through later on in the week. Now, here's the one difference. Now, going back from that cheat day, it does take a little bit more. It does take a little bit more of a mental, I can't eat this anymore. Like say if I have pizza on a Saturday, on the Sunday morning, and I'll typically try to have it going by Saturday, but sometimes it's just a habit to go back in it. But because I want to be so strict with this, it has kind of been a mental struggle. But at the same time, like that's just how I am. I'm pretty, when I have my mind made up to do something, I pretty much stick to it, and it's kind of been the why I haven't done it. Because typically I would just be like, all right, let me grab some of this pizza, let me do this, but it's been kind of a kickback a little bit from doing it. But once again, it's in more of control now because I've been through the week, and I think that's how balance really works and discipline really works. Because most people struggle so much with that discipline. Once they go to eating whatever they want, it's hard to come back. But that's because they went 30 days of eating perfectly and then expect after that one day to just be able to cook cold turkey. After eating whatever you want, cold turkey, go right back to that. If you have a day set out in the week where you can indulge and knowing that, okay, 7 more days from now, I can do that again. I think that's a little bit more healthier, especially mentally as well as physically, and be able to bounce back and stay consistent with what you're trying to do. Another update, strength. Haven't lost strength still. I thought that's something that would happen. Hasn't happened. Maintain, if not, I won't say getting stronger. I'd probably be capping if I said that, but I've been able to maintain my strength and be very consistent with the numbers that I usually hit in the past. Keep in mind, I do not necessarily lift to get 10 times stronger than I was the day before. I want to be consistent, and my strength is more with the rep count than it is with an actual physical number achieving PRs. I'm past the PRs in my life, 34 at the moment. I have no desire to be the strongest person in the world. I want to look good. I want to feel good. I want my joints, my body to work. I want to be able to run with my kids as I get older. So that's my personal goal. And I do believe that the carnivore diet is a diet that I could probably stick to. Not 100% sure if I'm going to stick it out and always do it. I may, at least so far. Like right now, I'm kind of literally tossing this 2 weeks in, and I'm already tossing it up and considering actually doing this for a lifetime. But I do like food. I don't think carbs are bad for you. I don't have any health issues, and I don't have any legitimate reason outside of it does work to do it, which is, it's just still enough reason to stick with it, stay consistent with it, and go with it. Outside of that, so far so good. Like I said, my energy level's great. Haven't had any issues with that. Actually, I think my energy level is getting better as the days go on with it. Even, there we go, after my cheat day, typically before, I will be very exhausted on a Monday. Monday is typically my chest day. During cardio, I would typically get like I'm just sweating everything out and bouncing back. Has not been the case so far. This Monday, probably one of the better Mondays that I've had in a very long time. And I credit that to this carnivore diet. And I know that's not just a mental thing. It's a legitimate physical thing. I feel better. Just is what it is. Getting through the week, exact same thing. Now, next week is going to be we'll see, because like I said, it was holidays and the Christmas and whole 9 yards. Mac, let's just get to it. This Christmas, I actually, because I'm not gonna I'll do an update for the following video and not include, I guess, my Christmas, because New Year's is coming now and I'm still going through all of this through the holidays. So Christmas just passed. Ate whatever I wanted to eat, obviously, and it did carry over to the following day. So Christmas was on Sunday, and it carried over. Today is Wednesday. Monday, I was struggling because of all this food. I hosted the Christmas at my house, so me and my wife, and I thought that would be a major setback. Like when it comes down to how my body felt, the whole diarrhea stuff would start over, all that stuff. It was not the case, but it wasn't. I'll say that it wasn't. The reset for me usually comes after I eat garbage, but the reset for me actually was when I started getting back on the carnivore, which was that Monday still. So that Monday night, after that, that's when my body started to do the quick shift, and it just didn't last as long as it did the first time I did the transition. So, which is a good thing to me. So it's an easy bounce back. Just the only difference was, how I said before, if you eat like trash forever and then eat good, your body does a detox. And if you eat good and you eat trash, what we would call trash, your body does a detox. The detox happened as I ate good again, which is usually not the case for me, which, like I said, that's not a problem. I'm not complaining. So far, so good. Have another update within a week. Y'all know the drill. Do all the YouTube stuff. Like, share, subscribe. If you want to try this diet, try it along with me. Follow along with me. I think it's well worth it, and I think it'll be very beneficial for those that obviously need it on the health side, but as well that want to find something that'll help them lose weight. Because I have lost some weight. I'm going to give the exacts in the next, because I don't weigh in every single 2 seconds. I just don't. But I'm going to give exacts the next time I do an update on where I started. I do know where I started and where I'm at currently. Other than that, do the YouTube stuff, like, share, subscribe, share it with somebody who may need it. See y'all.